Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. Where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. The Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Georgia's offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches need.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Bettis. Quarterback moving. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Combs. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on 1st down for negative yards, and now you take a sack now on 2nd down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Looking to pass. It's Bettis. Quarterback adapting. Finding an escape route. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Really nice. The defender knocking that one away in man coverage, and he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way, so he's showing you right now he is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that cover.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Knowles. And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick 6.
Let's go. Nothing warms my heart more than a big boy getting an interception and getting in the end zone and showing off why defensive linemen are the most athletic position on the field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. On the direct snap, it's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Bettis. Gonna take a shot. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Finds his big tight end. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
He splits the uprights, and now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Duke. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run it from the gun. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to throw, it's Bettis. There's a heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on the game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field just to execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and we saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside McDavid Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way... aggressive to try to stop the run. I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbed.
Looking downfield, it's Bettis. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the... those types of situations.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Let's it fly. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
To the air on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. There's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We're ready to get another look at this board. Offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last. Drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the things I love about this offense is they love to go for it on fourth down. And we've seen it early in this game already. I think you're going to see it again here. They've got supreme confidence in their offense to be able to go get it done. And you get the feeling this is a big-time play in this game.
Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the ground game. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense. Eels can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And a chance to really carry. With them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Setting up for the extra point that will put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Northwestern has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 17 over Duke. Your boy KC has you covered here in the studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Looking for a deep man. Makes a grab down the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The option look, the pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that. to throw. He's working against the clock. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Knowles decide to punt it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. To the air. It's Bettis. Right on the money. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Coles. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agreed.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. He's looking downfield to throw.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing the pressure in his face.
Avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the game, and they move the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the 1st down, and really starting to play physical.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a...
And he'll finish the ride in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but it was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds.
There he goes. He smashes his way through again. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll try the left side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Noles will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for space. It's Harris. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And this defense doing a really good job understanding out route, seeing it, sitting on it.
Oh, he's not punting, he's going to throw. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. You have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down, red zone play, Brown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the tight end. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll go to the ground. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game. So you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a...
Oh, he's got some space. Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Memphis took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Tigers that fired on all cylinders. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. I think at this point you might as well try to throw the ball down the field because this dog defense is not giving an inch.
They don't give an inch. They hunt the whole entire game. And they're all highly recruited kids. They're all talented. They're all going to get drafted. But they play for each other. They play with fight. They play with aggression. And that's why you always see them near the top of the defenses in all of college football.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold them here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Pulls it in. It's Harper. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll keep it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Still running at the 40. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job of getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Bettis. Got it in the middle, it's Ramsey. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Turning it on! The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on third down, but...
Next going for the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the...
Touchdown, Georgia! And the route is on. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have gotten out on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Looking to throw for it. Unloads it left. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On fourth down, going to the air. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore. Like every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it left. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Back to pass on second down. Fires left. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Gives it on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long.
And they're going to try it again. It's another fake. And the fake works if he can get the first. He's not even going to get close. Knocked out of bounds well behind the first down marker. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The give to the tailback. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Dogs are in the hurry-up. If there's time to pad the stats. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is open.